Hello everybody and welcome back to another video from the EdTech Teacher. My name is Tristan and I am the creator of the EdTech Teacher. In this video today, we're going to share with you 6 awesome features of Google Drawings. Now, if you don't know what Google Drawings is, because it's kind of one of those hidden tools, I'm about to go and give you some awesome inspiration, showing you what you can do using Google Drawings and how it can make your life in the classroom much, much easier. So sit back, relax. Here are 6 awesome features of Google Drawings. So let's jump straight into today's video and let's go through the first awesome feature of Google Drawings. Basically, in a nutshell, Google Drawings is like a giant piece of blank paper. So, remember the days when we used to get out the butcher's paper, when we used to get out the A3 paper to get our students to collaborate on and to create mind maps and drawings and diagrams? Well, those days, they're still good. But why don't we use something like Google Drawings now? Basically, you can do almost anything with this awesome application from Google. So you can see on my screen here that I have my piece of paper. Essentially, that's what it is. You can go and you can insert shapes, images, text boxes, tables, charts, diagrams, word art, lines. You can do pretty much anything with Google Drawings. You can change the background. You can upload from a computer. You can choose colors. You can arrange. It's like a piece of paper, except it's digital. So Google Drawings is a fantastic way to create, to collaborate, to show that critical thinking, and to be creative. So go and have a look. Go and have a look at how we can use Google Drawings in our classroom in a new, interesting, dynamic way, and think of it as a giant piece of blank paper. That's why it's my first awesome feature of this amazing tool. It's like a giant piece of blank paper that you can use any way that you like in the classroom. So the first awesome feature of Google Drawings that I've talked about so far is the fact that Google Drawings is basically like a giant piece of blank paper. And from this, there's a lot of things that we could do with this piece of paper to engage our students, to engage our colleagues, to engage our school community. Now, 2020 has been a really difficult year for everyone, especially those of us in education. And some of you might have fallen into a very big thing that's happened this year, and it was something called the Bitmoji craze. Now, if you don't know what a Bitmoji is, it's basically where you get to create a cartoon type character to represent you. And there's a whole range of different settings and characters and moments and things that you can create or have created with your Bitmoji. So Bitmoji is something that you can actually install as a Chrome extension and you can actually use in Google Drawings. So let's go and have a look at some of my Bitmojis, and will install and show you how easy it is to drop and drag some of those Bitmoji images straight into Google Drawings for you to use in your classroom. So I've got my Bitmoji extension installed in Google Chrome. So I'm just going to go and open that extension, and it is going to allow me to choose an image. Now, there's a whole heap of images that are presented to us, and you can definitely search for other images. So I'm going to put in teaching and see what it comes up with. Look, why don't we do a little bit of dabbing here? So I'm going to bring my Bitmoji down from the extension into Google Drawings, and you can see here that I am just centering it into the middle of my page. Now, I can go in, I can add a text box, I can add some backgrounds, I can do whatever I like to make my Bitmoji stand out on this piece of paper, essentially. I can install as many different Bitmojis as I like. Let's go and put something in there related to the current time of year when I am filming this, which is Christmas time. I might make myself, I think this one's quite ironic. Let's go and get the face mask, a Christmas face mask. How fantastic is that? So go and have a look not only at the Bitmoji extension, but see what you can do to add a personal touch to anything that you create. It's a really great way to connect with your students. It's a great way to have a little bit of fun as well, show off your personality, create a Bitmoji that represents you, and use the Bitmoji extension with Google Chrome to create really engaging Google Drawings projects. All right, as I've mentioned already in awesome feature number 1, Google Drawings is essentially a blank piece of paper. And from this, we can actually lead into awesome feature number 3, which is using Google Drawings to create graphic organizers and templates that we can use in the classroom. Whether we're printing them out to provide to students or whether we're going to download them as JPEGs or PNG files and provide them to students digitally, we can actually create these in Google Drawings. There's probably been a time where we want to create a graphic organizer or a template, but we just can't find something that works. Well, it's really easy to do in Google Drawings. So because there's just so many different graphic organizers out there and templates, I'm just going to show you a couple today. So the first one that I might do is a generic graphic organizer, which we've all used before, and it would be the Venn diagram. So I'm going to head in here and I'm going to click on my shapes, and obviously I'm going to go and get a circle. Now, when we draw a circle, you can see here that it is not a perfect circle. All right, we're manipulating the circle here to be various shapes. If we want to make sure that our circle is perfect, all we need to do is hold down the Shift button, and it's going to make sure that our circle is perfect. Now I'm just going to move that to center it so you can see that the red line is in the middle of my circle here to indicate that it's in the middle of the page. Then I'm going to Control D because I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to move it across. I'm going to make sure it is aligned there. I'm going to hold Shift down so that I can move both of these together into the center of the page. So you can see that there is the red cross between the middle of both of the page there. All right, so there's my Venn diagram. But you're going, no, it's not quite a Venn diagram. No, so what we're going to do is we're going to click on one of our circles. We're going to head up here to our fill color and we're going to make it transparent. We're going to do the same for our other circle. And now we have a Venn diagram. We can also go in and customize this a little bit more. Maybe we'd like a particular border color to represent a particular idea. There's a whole range of things that we can do with something like a Venn diagram and creating it for our specific purposes and needs using Google Drawings. So I'm just going to go and delete those. Let's think about something else. Maybe we're going to do a T-chart. So I'm going to go and select a line. Let's draw a line across the top of our page here. Oops, I put another line in there that I didn't mean to put in there. I'm going to move that one just up a little bit higher so that we have a little bit more room there. Now we can go in and we can also change the width of this particular line to make it stand out a little bit more. Let's go and draw our next line here. Now again, I can draw this here and I will be able to, when I click off that and I put another line in, if I go and click on it, I will actually be able to find the center here. So there's the center. So it is absolutely perfect there. So now I might go and put in a text box. Again, I've got all my functions very similar to the functions in Docs and Slides. Let's go and change it. I'm going to put positives here. I'm going to duplicate this so that I've got exactly the same size, and I'm going to move it over to the other side of the T-chart here. I'm just going to move it so it's perfectly in line. So I'm looking for those red lines to make sure it's perfectly in line. negatives, and now I have a T-chart that I can download and use with my students. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit later how you can actually download your Google Drawings documents so that you can use them in other ways and at other times. They're also really good for sharing with other people because we, as teachers, all like to share. So Google Drawings is a great way to create graphic organizers, to create templates, to create that perfect way of communicating with your students and getting them to express their ideas. So go and see what you can do with Google Drawings. And that is why this is awesome feature number 3. All right, let's have a look at awesome feature of Google Drawings number 4. So in awesome feature number 3, we talked about creating graphic organizers and templates for our classrooms. But we can also use Google Drawings to create and design informative and visually appealing infographics and posters. So another fantastic option that we can use with Google Drawings. It's really easy to create infographics where we're trying to present some information that is visually appealing for our students, but we can also create some really awesome posters about certain things that we are trying to get across to our students. So let's go and create a really simple poster. I'm going to create one and I'm going to use one of my Bitmojis. So I'm just going to go and get a Bitmoji from my extension here. I'm going to go this one here of my picture in a computer. I'm going to put this one down here. I'm going to go down here in the bottom left-hand corner. Then I'm going to put in some word art, I think. So I'm going to go to word art. Now, just be wary with word art. If you want multiple lines, you just need to make sure you press Shift plus Enter so that the text appears as multiple lines. So let's go, Mr. Heron. Okay. I'm doing a little poster here to remind my students to log off their computers once they have finished using them. So what's happened is it has created my word art, and now I can go in and manipulate it a little bit. I don't really like the font. It needs to be something a little bit more jazzier. What's permanent marker look like? Not bad. Let's go and have a look and change some colors. I want something a bit brighter so my students really notice it. The red's not too bad there. Maybe I want to make it bold to stand out a little bit more. I can drag the corner of my word art box here to make the text a little bit bigger. All right, I can move my image. I can manipulate it to create anything I want. Look, this is not the most creative poster, but you could definitely do a lot if you spent the time working on creating something. You can also use Google Drawings to create some really awesome infographics. Infographics are great and they're so easy to create. So maybe we go and create a really simple infographic now. I'm going to head back and I'm going to put in some more word art. Let's go 6 awesome features of Google Drawings, which is the video that you are watching right now. So let's go and choose another font. Let's get impact here. We might change that color to a nice blue. That's the EdTech teacher does have a blue there. You can also go in and customize the colors if there's a particular color and you know the hex code. So I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. Just remember that how you drag and drop your box will change the way that your font looks. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add some shapes. Let's add some circles. And remember, I'm going to hold down Shift so that my circles are perfect and they're perfectly round. I'm going to then Control D to duplicate them. And then I'm going to place them into my infographic as I would like them to appear. Now, just remember that we're looking for that red line to make sure that they're all aligned. And you can see here that I haven't done a very good job of ensuring that everything is perfectly aligned, but that's okay because this is just a demo. So now I could go and put in my information. I can add some images. So if I go into insert, I can upload from my computer. I can search from the web. I can add from Drive, photos, by a URL, or I can add a picture using the camera on my computer. Let's go and see if I've got any in my downloads here. There's probably lots here. Oh, there's not any. We'll go here and use my 12 Tech Tips of Christmas logo, which I have created. So you can insert that there. You can manipulate that again to make it bigger or smaller. Put it wherever you like. So you might decide to talk about 6 awesome technology tips, 6 awesome EdTech websites or resources. And you could create a really cool infographic that you can share with your students, your colleagues, or even your school community. We completed one at my school for COVID-19 during our remote learning to make sure that all of our students knew our home learning protocols. And we spent the time creating something that would be easy to read, that was visually appealing, and had all the necessary information that we required on it. So go and have a look at Google Drawings and see how you can create informative and visually appealing infographics and posters that you could use in your school today. Okay, so far we've looked at some awesome features of Google Drawings, but they're just going to keep getting better. So just like with Google Slides, we can actually customize the size and shape of our Google Drawings piece of paper. So let's go and have a look at how easy it is to customize the size of our page for our particular project that we're working on. But just remember that when you adjust the size of your page, be aware if you would like to print that particular document. Okay, so if you're wanting to print it, just make sure that you are creating it in a size that is able to be printed. If you're going to then save as a JPEG or a PNG, don't stress about the size because you'll be able to adjust that when you decide to put it into a document or a slide or use it in another way. So to create and change the size and shape of our project, we're going to head up to the File tab. We're going to then head down, all the way down to Page Setup and click on Page Setup. You will see that we have an option here. So the standard page and the default is 4:3 in terms of ratio. So to change our size of our page, we're going to click on the drop-down menu and we're going to head down to the Custom button. We're going to click on that. Then we have a couple of different options which we can then go and use to create our particular page that we're looking at. So we can have our page in inches, centimeters, points, or pixels. Now, I'm obviously based in Australia and we use the metric system here. So I'm going to head to centimeters to create my page. Now, if you're a bit like me and you don't know the exact dimensions of every piece of paper that exists in humanity, go to that wonderful thing called Google and look up to see the sizes that you will need. So I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to create an A3 piece of paper here, and I'm going to make this in landscape mode. So I'm going to go 42 centimeters by 29.7. Now, when I click apply, it should make a piece of A3 paper that is in landscape mode there. So now I can go in, I can create a poster, an infographic, worksheets. I can get some students in there collaborating on something. I can do all kinds of different things with my piece of paper. Now, if I want to go and change my piece of paper again, File, Page Setup. Let's go to centimeters again. Let's make something a little bit smaller. Let's go 10 by 10 centimeters. Then maybe I want to create a little, let's say a post-it note type template, 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. So even though it might look really big on the screen, when you then download, when you print, it will actually represent that particular page size. So go and have a look at how you can change and manipulate the page size and orientation in Google Drawings for your particular project or need. It's another amazing feature that is available in Google Drawings. All right, so far today, I've already shared with you a whole range of awesome features of Google Drawings. But there's one more awesome feature that I want to share with you, and that's the ability to download our Google Drawings in a variety of formats. So you've created your awesome presentation, you've created an awesome poster, an infographic, a document, graphic organizer, template, whatever your mind has come up with, and now you want to take it, share it with other people. Well, just like with Google Slides, there's a whole range of ways that we can download and share our Google Drawings document with other people. So I've got this one here. I just created a little sticker using one of my Bitmojis there that I might decide to somehow give to students digitally with their work, and I want to download that. So to do that, what I'm going to do is head up to the File tab up the top, and then I'm going to head down to the Download button. Now, there's a couple of options here. I can download as a PDF document, I can download as a JPEG, or a PNG. So there's a couple of really great options there that I can use to download my document from Google Drawings. So if you want to give something to students digitally, you might create a PDF document. That way they can go in, they can definitely work on that if they've got the appropriate editing tools with the PDF readers, and they might be able to type on those. If you want to share a picture, a JPEG is a fantastic option, and a PNG is also great, especially if you want to have that nice, transparent, clear background. So if you're creating a graphic organizer or a template that you're going to add to, say, Microsoft Teams or Google Classroom, you're going to put in slides, you might like to download that as a PNG file, so you have that clear background. So just remember that there's a whole range of options that you can use when it comes to downloading and sharing your Google Drawings projects. All right. So don't feel like this amazing project that you have created is going to waste. Go and download it, create an image, and share it. Share it with your students, share it with your colleagues, share it with your school community. This is just why it's another awesome feature of this amazing tool that's available to us from Google. Well, that brings us to the end of our 6 awesome features of Google Drawings video for today. I hope one of these 6 features, or if not all of them, are something that you can take away and you can have a go at using, especially when it comes to this amazing tool. Go and have a play around with Google Drawings. You can't do anything wrong. And even if you do, there's always the back button. Go and have some fun. See what you can do. Share it with your colleagues and start getting your students using this amazing tool. Great for collaboration, great for creativity, great for critical thinking as well, and a really great way to communicate with your students, colleagues, and community. Well, this is the 6 awesome features of Google Drawings. My name is Tristan. I am the creator of the EdTech Teacher, and I thank you so much for sticking out and watching this video today. We'd love it if you stay watching for a few seconds longer and you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That would mean so much to me as I continue my journey to share my love of EdTech with everybody throughout the world. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video from the EdTech Teacher. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up so that you can tell other people just how amazing the videos and tutorials are from the EdTech Teacher. And if you haven't done so already, we would love it if you would head over here and click the red subscribe button to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget that once you've subscribed to our channel, to click the notification bell so that you are notified when new videos are added to our channel. We are so grateful that you've taken the time to watch one of our videos, and we hope you come back very soon. Thanks very much from the EdTech Teacher.